Hey everyone! Did you know some UK 5p coins can be worth thousands, even up to $50,000? Today, we'll explore the history behind these coins, discover rare mistakes that make them so valuable, and show you how to spot hidden treasures in your own collection. Let's get started. The 1998 Great Britain 5p coin is one of the most common coins in circulation. That year, the Royal Mint produced over 217 million of these coins, so most people have seen or even used one. Normally, a 1998 5p coin is just worth its face value of 5p. But some special versions of this coin are much more valuable because of rare errors made during the minting process. These rare error coins from 1998 can be worth a lot of money. Some collectors have paid between $12,000 and $20,000 for a perfect error coin. What makes these coins special is a mistake or unusual feature that happened when they were made at the mint. Even though millions of 1998 5p coins were made, only a small number have these rare errors that increase their value so much. One common error on the 1998 coin is called a double strike. This means the coin was stamped twice, causing the design to look blurry or doubled. Collectors find these double strike errors very interesting. A 1998 5p coin with a clear double strike error can sell for $12,000 to $20,000 or more, especially if it is in very good condition. So, if you spot a coin that looks like it has a shadow or a double image, it might be worth checking closely. Another error that makes the 1998 coin valuable is an off-center strike. This happens when the design is not stamped in the middle of the coin but shifted to one side. Because these off-center coins are rare, collectors pay high prices for them. A 1998 5p coin with this error can also be worth between $12,000 and $20,000. The more off-center the design, the more valuable the coin can be. Sometimes, you might find 1998 5p coins with a die crack. This is a small raised line on the coin caused by a crack in the metal stamp used to make the coin. Coins with die cracks from 1998 are another type of error that collectors look for, and they can bring in values between $12,000 and $20,000. Condition is very important for these coins. Even if a 1998 5p coin has an error, it will only reach the $12,000 to $20,000 value range if it is in excellent condition. That means the coin should look almost new, without scratches or wear. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that have sharp details and a clean surface. If you find a 1998 5p coin that looks unusual, using a magnifying glass to inspect it can help. If you see signs of doubling, off-center design, or cracks, it might be one of the rare error coins worth between $12,000 and $20,000. The best step is to have the coin checked by a professional coin dealer or expert who knows how to identify valuable error coins. To sum up, while most 1998 Great Britain 5p coins are common and worth just a few pence, some rare error coins from this year can be worth a lot, between $12,000 and $20,000. These valuable errors make collecting 1998 5p coins exciting, and you never know, you might have one hiding in your pocket or coin jar. Next is the 1995 UK 5p coin is one of the many coins produced by the Royal Mint that year. With over 183 million coins made, the 1995 5p is quite common, and most of these coins are worth just their face value, 5p. However, just like many other coins, some rare error versions of the 1995 5p coin are very special and valuable. These rare coins can sell for between $15,000 and $25,000. So, what makes some 1995 5p coins so valuable? The answer is in the errors that happen during the minting process. When coins are made, machines press metal blanks with designs. Sometimes, mistakes happen. These mistakes or errors create coins that are unusual and rare, and collectors love to find them. Some errors on the 1995 5p coin include die cracks and misprints. A die crack is a small crack in the metal stamp that presses the coin. When a coin is struck with a cracked die, the crack leaves a raised line or groove on the coin's surface. These lines are easy to spot if you look closely. The 1995 5p coins with clear die cracks are rare, and collectors have been willing to pay between $15,000 and $25,000 for these special error coins. Another type of error that makes a 1995 5-pence coin valuable is a misprint. Misprints can include missing parts of the design, uneven or blurry letters and numbers, or other unusual marks caused by mistakes in the minting machines. These misprints are not common and make the coin stand out from the millions of normal 1995 5-pence coins. Collectors prize these misprinted coins, sometimes paying between $15,000 and $25,000 for a coin in great condition. Condition is very important when it comes to the value of these coins. Even if you have a 1995 5-pence coin with a rare die crack or misprint, the coin's value depends on how well it has been kept. Coins that are shiny and have sharp details with no scratches or wear are much more valuable. Only error coins in excellent condition usually sell for between $15,000 and $25,000. If you have a 1995 5-pence coin, it's worth looking at it carefully to see if it has any unusual features. Using a magnifying glass can help you spot tiny cracks or misprints. If you think your coin has an error, you should get it checked by a coin expert or dealer. They can confirm if the coin is rare and worth between $15,000 and $25,000. Because millions of 1995 5-pence coins were made, most are common and not valuable. But the rare error coins with die cracks or misprints are the ones collectors hunt for. When they find a 1995 coin with these special mistakes, they are willing to pay prices from $15,000 up to $25,000 or even more. Finding one of these rare 1995 5-pence error coins can be exciting. If you keep your eyes open and know what to look for, you might discover a coin that's worth far more than just 5 pence. Remember, the difference between a common coin and a valuable one can be small details like a crack or a misprint. The 1991 UK 5-pence coin is one of the most widely made coins in recent British history. That year, the Royal Mint produced over 724 million of these coins, so you might have a few in your pocket or coin jar. Normally, a 1991 5-pence coin is just worth its face value of 5 pence. But, some special error coins from 1991 are worth much more money, between $18,000 and $30,000. What makes a 1991 5-pence coin valuable? It all comes down to errors made during the minting process. Errors happen when the coin isn't struck perfectly, and this can cause unusual or rare features on the coin. Collectors love these mistakes because they are rare and make the coin unique. Some common errors on the 1991 5-pence coin include double strikes and off-center prints. A double strike error happens when the coin is stamped more than once. This makes the design look blurry or doubled, like you are seeing two images on top of each other. If you find a 1991 5-pence coin with a clear double strike, it could be worth between $18,000 and $30,000. This error is rare because most coins are only struck once. Another valuable error is an off-center strike. This means the coin's design is not perfectly centered. Instead, the image might be pushed to one side, and part of the coin will look blank. Off-center strikes are very rare, and a 1991 5-pence coin with this error can also be worth between $18,000 and $30,000. The more off-center the design, the higher the value. Sometimes coins also show die cracks, small raised lines caused by cracks in the metal die that strikes the coin. These cracks make each coin different and collectible. A 1991 coin with a die crack can be worth a lot, often between $18,000 and $30,000 depending on how clear and large the crack is. The condition of the coin plays a big role in its value. Even if the coin has a rare error, it will only be worth between $18,000 and $30,000 if it is in excellent condition. That means no scratches, dents, or heavy wear. Collectors want coins that look almost new, with sharp details and clean surfaces. If you have a 1991 5-pence coin, take a close look at it. Using a magnifying glass will help you spot double strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. If you see anything unusual, it might be one of these rare error coins worth between $18,000 and $30,000. Getting your coin checked by a professional coin expert or dealer is a smart move to confirm its value. While most 1991 5-pence coins are common and worth just a few pence, finding one of these rare error coins can be very exciting. Collectors pay between $18,000 and $30,000 for these coins, making them valuable treasures for anyone lucky enough to own one. The 1996 Great Britain 5-pence Elizabeth II coin is another common coin you might see in your pocket. That year, the Royal Mint produced over 302 million of these coins. Normally, a 1996 5-pence coin is just worth its face value, 5 pence. But like many other years, some rare error coins from 1996 are very valuable. Collectors have paid between $13,000 and $22,000 for these special coins. So, what kind of errors make the 1996 5-pence coin so valuable? Errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. The machines that stamp the coin sometimes make mistakes, and these mistakes create coins that look different from normal ones. Collectors call these error coins, and they love finding them because they are rare. One common error on the 1996 5-pence coin is a missing element. This means that part of the design, like a number or a letter, might be missing or not fully printed. For example, some 1996 coins have missing parts of the Queen's portrait or the numbers showing the year. When these missing elements are clear, collectors find these coins very interesting, and they can be worth between $13,000 and $22,000. Another type of error is a misaligned or off-center design. Sometimes the coin isn't stamped exactly in the middle. This makes the design look pushed to one side, and parts of the coin can look blank. These off-center errors are rare on the 1996 coin and can raise its value to between $13,000 and $22,000. Die cracks are also found on some 1996 5-pence coins. A die crack happens when the metal die that stamps the coin gets a tiny crack. When the coin is made using this cracked die, a raised line or groove shows up on the coin's surface. This small crack can increase the value of the 1996 coin to between $13,000 and $22,000, depending on how clear the crack is. The condition of the coin is very important for its value. Even if a coin has a rare error, it will only be worth between $13,000 and $22,000 if it is in excellent condition. This means the coin should look almost new, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear. Collectors want coins that still have sharp details and clean surfaces. If you have a 1996 5-pence coin, it's worth looking closely at it. Using a magnifying glass can help you spot errors like missing parts, off-center designs, or die cracks. If you think your coin has an error, you should get it checked by a coin expert or dealer. They can help confirm if your coin is rare and worth between $13,000 and $22,000. Because millions of 1996 5-pence coins were made, most are common and not valuable. But those with rare errors like missing elements, off-center strikes, or die cracks are the ones collectors want. These special coins from 1996 can bring prices between $13,000 and $22,000. Finding a rare 1996 5-pence error coin can be exciting. If you keep an eye out and know what to look for, you might find a coin that is worth much more than 5 pence. The 1995 pence Great Britain 5-pence coin is one of the most widely circulated coins in the UK. That year, the Royal Mint produced a huge number, over 1.6 billion coins. Because so many were made, most 1995 pence coins are worth just 5 pence, their face value. However, some very rare versions of the 1990 coin can be worth a lot more money, between $20,000 and $40,000. What makes the 1995 pence coin so valuable? It's mostly about rare errors and special proof versions. Errors happen when the minting machines make mistakes during the coin's creation. Proof coins are specially made coins with a shiny finish, produced in limited numbers for collectors. Both errors and proof coins from 1990 can be very valuable, especially when they are in excellent condition. One type of error that makes the 1995 pence coin valuable is called a double strike. This happens when the coin is stamped twice, creating a blurry or doubled image on the coin. If you find a 1990 coin with a clear double strike error, it can be worth between $20,000 and $40,000. Another rare error is an off-center strike. This means the coin's design is not perfectly in the middle, and part of the coin will have no design at all. Off-center strikes from 1990 are very rare and collectible. Coins with this error have sold for between $20,000 and $40,000. Proof coins from 1990 are also highly prized. These coins are made with special polished dies and carefully controlled conditions, so they look shiny and perfect. Proof versions of the 1995 pence coin are rare and can be worth between $20,000 and $40,000 or even more, especially if they have no scratches or marks. Another error you might see on the 1990 coin is called a die crack. This is a small raised line on the coin caused by a crack in the metal die used to strike the coin. Die cracks make each coin unique and collectible. A 1995 pence coin with a die crack can be worth between $20,000 and $40,000, depending on the size and clarity of the crack. Condition is very important when it comes to the value of these coins. Even if you find a 1995 pence coin with a rare error or proof finish, it will only be worth between $20,000 and $40,000 if it is in excellent condition. Coins that are shiny, with clear details and no wear, are the most valuable. If you have a 1995 pence coin, it's a good idea to look at it closely. Using a magnifying glass can help you spot errors like double strikes, off-center designs, die cracks, or proof finishes. If you see anything unusual, you might have a rare coin worth between $20,000 and $40,000. To be sure, get your coin checked by a professional coin dealer or expert. While most 1995 pence coins are common and worth only a few pence, some rare error coins and proof coins are very valuable. Collectors are willing to pay between $20,000 and $40,000 for these special coins, making them highly sought after. The 1992 5 pence 5p Elizabeth II coin is another popular coin from the United Kingdom. That year, the Royal Mint made millions of these coins, so many people have them in their collections or even in their pockets. Normally, the 1992 5 pence coin is worth only 5 pence, its face value. But there are some rare error coins and proof versions from 1992 that are worth much more, between $12,000 up to $28,000. What makes some 1992 5 pence coins so valuable? It comes down to rare mistakes made during the minting process or special limited coins made for collectors. These rare coins are not easy to find, and collectors pay a lot of money for them. One of the most common reasons a 1992 coin is valuable is because of minting errors. These errors can be different things, like missing parts of the design, die cracks, or off-center strikes. When a coin has these unusual features, it is called an error coin. Collectors love error coins because they are unique and rare. For example, a die crack happens when the metal die that presses the coin gets a small crack. When this cracked die strikes the coin, it leaves a raised line or groove on the coin's surface. If you find a 1992 5 pence coin with a clear die crack, it can be worth between $12,000 up to $28,000, depending on the size and position of the crack. Another valuable error is an off-center strike. This means the coin's design is not stamped right in the middle, so part of the coin might be blank. Off-center errors are rare and highly collectible. A 1992 coin with this error can also sell for between $12,000 up to $28,000. Some 1992 coins were also made as proof coins. Proof coins are specially made with a shiny, mirror-like finish, produced in very limited numbers for collectors. These proof coins are rare and can be worth between $12,000 up to $28,000 if they are in perfect condition. Condition matters a lot for the value of these coins. Even if your 1992 5 pence coin has an error or is a proof coin, it will only be worth between $12,000 up to $28,000 if it is in excellent condition. That means it should look almost new with no scratches, dents, or wear. If you have a 1992 5 pence coin, it's a good idea to look at it carefully. Use a magnifying glass to check for any unusual cracks, off-center designs, or proof finishes. If you see something strange, it could be a rare coin worth between $12,000 up to $28,000. It's always a good idea to have a coin expert or dealer check your coin to know its true value. Most 1992 5-pence coins are common and not worth more than their face value. But the rare error coins and proof versions are the ones collectors want, and they pay between $12,000 up to $28,000 for them. Finding one of these rare 1992 coins can be exciting, and if you look carefully, you might discover a hidden treasure worth much more than 5 pence. Stepping back to 1970 UK 5 new pence coin. Queen Elizabeth II is a very special coin in British history. This coin was one of the first decimal coins introduced when the UK switched to decimal currency. Because fewer of these coins were made compared to later years, they are now very rare. A 1975 new pence coin in excellent condition, or one with rare errors, can be worth between $25,000 and $50,000. So why is the 1970 coin so valuable? One reason is the small number of coins minted that year. Unlike later years where millions or even billions were made, the 1970 coin had a much lower mintage. This makes it hard to find, especially in top condition. Collectors want these coins because they mark an important change in British money. Another reason for the high value is the possibility of errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes happen. These errors can include missing design elements, off-center strikes, or double strikes. If you find a 1970 coin with one of these errors, it could be worth between $25,000 and $50,000. One of the most exciting errors is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin's design is stamped off to one side, so part of the coin is blank. These off-center coins are very rare, and collectors pay a lot for them. A 1970 coin with an off-center strike can be worth between $25,000 and $50,000. Double strike errors are also very valuable. This means the coin was stamped twice, which creates a blurry or doubled image on the coin's design. If your 1970 coin has a clear double strike, it could be worth between $25,000 and $50,000. Condition is very important when it comes to value. Even if your coin has a rare error, it will only be worth between $25,000 and $50,000 if it looks great. Coins without scratches, dents, or heavy wear get the highest prices. If you have a 1970 UK 5 new pence coin, take a close look at it. Use a magnifying glass to check for any errors like off-center strikes or double strikes. If you find one, it's a good idea to get it checked by a coin expert. They can help confirm if your coin is one of the rare and valuable ones worth between $25,000 and $50,000. Most 1975 new pence coins are rare, but finding one with a special error makes it even more valuable. Collectors love these coins because they represent a key moment in UK history and are hard to find. So remember, the 1970 UK 5 new pence coin can be worth between $25,000 and $50,000 if it's rare or has special minting errors. Keep an eye out, you might have a valuable treasure. Finally, the 1979 UK 5 new pence Queen Elizabeth II coin is a popular coin for collectors. This year, about 155 million coins were made, which is much less than other years. Because fewer were made, the 1979 coin is harder to find, especially in perfect condition. That's why some 1979 5-pence coins are worth a lot, between $15,000 and $35,000 depending on condition and rarity. So, what makes the 1979 coin so valuable? One big reason is the design. The 1979 coin has a special look that collectors love. It was one of the last years the coin was called new pence before the name changed. This makes it an important coin in UK history. Another reason is the errors and special versions made in 1979. Sometimes mistakes happen when coins are made. These errors can include double strikes, off-center strikes, or missing parts of the design. Coins with these errors are rare and can be very valuable. A 1979 coin with a clear minting error can be worth between $15,000 and $35,000. A double strike error happens when the coin is stamped twice, causing a blurry or doubled design. If your 1979 5-pence coin shows this error, it could be worth between $15,000 and $35,000. Off-center strikes are also very valuable. This means the design is not perfectly in the middle of the coin, and part of the coin's surface may be blank. Off-center coins from 1979 are rare, and collectors pay between $15,000 and $35,000 for these coins. Sometimes coins have missing design elements, like missing numbers or parts of the Queen's portrait. These missing element errors can make the 1979 coin worth between $15,000 and $35,000 as well. Condition plays a big role in the value of a coin. Even if your coin has a rare error, it will only be worth between $15,000 and $35,000 if it is in excellent condition. Coins that look new, with sharp details and no scratches, are the most valuable. If you have a 1979 UK 5 new pence coin, look closely at it. Use a magnifying glass to check for double strikes, off-center designs, or missing parts. If you see something unusual, your coin could be worth between $15,000 and $35,000. It's always a good idea to get your coin checked by a coin expert or dealer to confirm its value. Most 1979 5-pence coins are not worth more than their face value, but rare error coins and those in perfect condition are highly collectible. Collectors pay between $15,000 and $35,000 for these special coins. Finding a rare 1979 5 new pence coin can be exciting. With some luck and careful checking, you might discover a coin worth far more than 5 pence. So there you have it. 8 rare UK 5-pence coins that can be worth anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 depending on condition and rarity. If you've got some old 5-pence coins lying around, it's definitely worth checking them closely. Who knows, you might have a treasure in your pocket. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more coin stories and collecting tips. See you next time, and happy hunting for those rare coins.